Hey guys, hello. Welcome to this awesome webinar on career in AI and ML. We are just going to start in a couple of minutes. I'm just waiting for a couple of more people to join in. Um, okay, so I hope you're now able to see what's there on my screen. Uh, I hope you are okay. Before we go ahead, I would like to know from all of you about from where did you come to know about this webinar? Um, hey guys, yeah. Sorry, Binayak, if the mail went in your spam box. I will have the issue checked with my tech team. Just a small follow up. Where did you come to know about this webinar? Just a small question. I want an answer from all of you. Where did you come to know about this webinar? And also, guys, I want all of you to just like introduce yourself about what you do and what are your expectations, why you are here, and yeah. So I just want to like shoot out from all of you in the comment section. Okay. So Ankit Maurya is saying that he got an email. Prabin Nepal is saying that he came to know from Facebook. Okay. Any more people? Okay. Nisusho Zimo is saying he's a student. Okay. Akash Tyagi is saying that I received an SMS. Sonal Kumar is saying, like she subscribed to our channel and got a notification. Uh, NIT Kurukshetra, okay. Hi, Nisu Show. Rohit Kumar is saying that he came to know from Facebook, from YouTube. Okay. So I just want to know one more thing. What are your expectations from today? What all things do you guys want to know from this whole webinar that we are going to do today? What are your expectations from this webinar? Yeah, just a small thing. What are your expectations from this webinar? Yeah. What are your expectations? Okay, so um, I will wait for some more answers to come in into the comment section. But meanwhile, I'll just start with the webinar. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, Praveen Nepal is saying how to get an internship in this field. Definitely, Praveen, we will definitely be looking into your doubt. In fact, that's a very valid question that you are asking. Okay, so first of all, about me. So my name is Akshat Goel. I have about 8 years of experience in programming. I have experience in multiple fields of computer science, namely Internet of Things, Android, machine learning, and full stack engineering. Okay, like I graduated from IIT Delhi like in 2012. But I was doing coding well before that as well. So I have a pretty decent experience in programming. Okay, so getting a little bit into about myself. So I got into IIT Delhi in 2008. Okay, I got into mechanical engineering. Okay, and then I was deeply passionate about computer science, but like sadly I got into mechanical engineering. So that was a little bit of a disappointment, that even though I was very much interested in computer science, but I had to do like mechanical engineering. Okay, that was mostly because of the ranking issues that I was having. So like IIT and everything like follow a specific rank schedule, right? So due to that, I was like having an issue. So that is why I was not able to get computer science. But then again, I got into mechanical engineering, and as a result of it, I did a lot of internships and a lot of projects during my 4 year of engineering. So uh, I was able to have enough knowledge of computer science during my 4 years of engineering. Okay, did a lot of trainings, did a lot of courses online, and then as a result of it, I got placed at DNA. That's a company based out of Tokyo in Japan, where I was able to get a very high package at that time. Okay. And then after working over there for about 2 years, I decided to come back to India and decided to give my mantra, decided to give my knowledge to all the users, to all the like students across India. Okay, so that is why I finally thought that okay, I left my job and then came back to India and started working with all the students. Okay, with all the students and in helping them in learning a few things. Okay, so that is what I started doing. Okay, so and that is where like that is what I enjoy doing, and that is what I do on daily basis even now. Okay, so before we go ahead, I'll take a small break, and I would like to ask again from all of you that please introduce yourself in the chat section. Okay, so we have Abhinandan Kumar, we have Rohit Kumar, we have Binayak Panda, we have Ankit Maurya, we have Prabeen Nepal, we have Nisusho Jimo, we have Akash Tyagi, we have Sonal Kumar, we have Ankit Maurya, and we have Sai Yugandhar. Okay, so thank you all of you for once again for being a part of this webinar. I would highly request that all of you just give a small introduction of yourself. For example, your name, which engineering college you are currently studying in, and what exactly are your expectations from this webinar. Okay, and how did you come to know about this webinar? Okay, so we have few more users who have joined in. YD Kolaru, AB Call, Ashish Kumar, Sonal Kumar. Okay, Sonal Kumar is from KIIT University third year. We have Ashish Kumar from NIT Agartala. Yeah, and yeah, so thanks a lot, guys. And so all of you are, I can see, engineering students currently in the various years of your engineering. So I'm really hoping that you will find this webinar to be very relevant and to be very much related to what you are currently facing and what you are currently doing in your college, right? So yeah, okay. So Sai Yugandhar again has asked a very good question. Sai, I will be getting into your question in the later part of this webinar. Okay. So so I was telling that I got into IIT Delhi in 2008, got into mechanical engineering, but I was deeply passionate about computer science, was not really interested in mechanical engineering. So personally, I then started doing a lot of internships and a lot of projects in my during my 4 years of engineering, and then I did a lot of trainings online because I was able to learn what I knew through all these trainings which I was doing online. Okay, and then finally I got placed at DENA. That's a Japanese technology company at a very high package at the end of 4 years. Okay, and you won't believe that the only thing that helped me gain that placement was my projects, my internships, and my trainings. Okay, not the theory that I learned. Okay, so before we start with this webinar, I would like to like tell you a concept that code rules. Okay, we are living in a world in which the coding language that you write on your computers, right? It is ruling the world. Why? Because we are living in a age of internet. Okay, and this internet basically is everywhere, right? Whether you see food delivery apps, whether you see movie booking apps, or like you're going outside to have some food, you are looking for a place to rent, or you're doing anything in your life, one way or another, your internet is going to impact on that. Okay, is internet is going to have a very big role in that. Okay, so that is why we call that the code is currently ruling the world. Okay, and how is internet running? Internet is running because engineers like you and me are writing code on the servers day in day out on daily basis. Okay, so that is how the internet is ruling the world, and that is how the code is empowering it. Okay. uh, so yeah. Okay, so next thing I would like to tell you about that is that how do you get, so basically you should understand that what is currently happening around us is a revolution. Okay, so this revolution is a revolution of coding. Okay, so how do you become a part of this coding revolution? So if you are in computer science, as the many people are in computer science in this webinar, so you guys are already very lucky because you already know programming. You can already go ahead and conquer the world. Okay. Even if you're not in computer science, you should not be disheartened. Why? Because you can learn coding and about like almost everything about computer science online. Okay. So that is basically the thing. Okay. So now the next thing that I want to ask all of you about is that what is AI? How do you define AI? I will take 2 minutes of a pause, and I would like all of you to just tell me what is AI. Okay. Okay. So Ankit, your question is very good. We will be answering that question very soon. Sanket Ambike, your question again is very good. Um, Nisusho, your question is also very good. I've already answered your question. Um, yeah, so I have looked at all the questions that you guys have asked. So don't worry, stay tight. We will be like answering all of your questions very soon. Okay, so now I want to ask all of you that what is AI? How do you define AI? So just like give me a very short or quick answer in the comment section. What is AI? Okay, so I'll tell you. So AI basically means artificial intelligence. That's the full form of it. And AI basically is something when you have created a smart machine. Okay, when you have created a machine basically which mimics human intelligence, which can be considered as smart, then that thing is known as artificial intelligence. Okay, so in the olden times, like if you would have shown a calculator, a very simple calculator to a early man. Okay, so then that person would have said that wow, calculator, this calculator is very intelligent because it can tell me numbers like 2 plus 2 to whatever it is giving me an answer to it. So I want to ask all of you a question. Do you guys consider calculator as intelligent? I will just type out the question in the chat. Do you guys consider calculator as intelligent? What do you guys think? Is calculator an intelligent thing? I want an answer. Yes, no. Okay. So some people are saying no. I'm sure some people will say yes. But then what I want to tell you about is that the intelligence word that we see, right, is an evolving concept. Okay. So like 150 years or 200 years or maybe 1000 or 2000 years back, if you would have shown a calculator to an early man, he would have said that a calculator is a very intelligent thing. Okay, because a calculator was doing something that can be considered as smart. Okay, because it is able to tell you automatically about like the subtraction or the addition or the multiplication of two numbers. Okay, so but what I want to tell you about that is that AI is an evolving concept. You don't consider a calculator as an intelligent thing today, right? Because its calculator is supposed to be doing a very normal stuff. It has been coded to do that. Okay, so artificial intelligence is a broader concept. It's a broader concept which basically says that you need to make something which mimics human intelligence. Okay, or the human smartness. Okay, so but the level of intelligence has been increasing day on day. Okay, so basically what you consider right now as smart, You might not consider that same thing as smart, maybe a couple of years down the line. Okay. Now my next question is, what is ML? My next question is, what is ML? I'll wait for 1 minute for your answer, and then I will move on with my answer. So, what I'm trying to ask you here is that what is ML? All of you must have heard about this word, like again and again, again and again, day in, day out, in news and in your courseware, in your college, everywhere, right? So now I want to ask, what is AI? What is, sorry, what is ML? Okay, so oh, okay. Some people are already giving very good answers. So I'll just tell you. So ML basically is machine learning. Okay. So when you are throwing an old data, when you are throwing data to a device, old data to a device, and you are asking the machine to make a decision considering that data in the future. Okay, when you are asking the machine to make a decision on the basis of the data that the machine has collected from past events, then you call it ML. That is known as machine learning. Okay, so now I want to ask you, what is the difference between ML and AI? Some people said it very correctly that ML is a subset of AI. If you want to make smart applications, then you can use ML as one way to do it. Okay, so ML in every sense is a subset of AI. So now let's look into some applications of AI. Okay, so I am going to now show a video to all of you. Just hold on for a moment. Just hold on. I'm just going to show a video. What do you guys see in this video? What is shown in this video? What is shown in this video? It's a robot doing some very cool parkour, right? It is able to avoid all of these obstacles. It is literally jumping on all of these wooden blocks that have been kept over here, right? So that is, and that is a smart robot. Okay, a robot is doing these sort of activities over here, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is that anything that is doing something smart, okay, can be considered as like an application of ML or AI. Okay, so now this robot has not been coded in that specific manner to jump from point A to point B. Now this robot has had initial training in the past, and now it is expected to do things on its own. Okay, that is a very important concept that you must understand. I'll show you one another thing. How many guys like amongst you have seen this video before? How many of you have seen this video before? Just give me an answer. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you guys is this. How many of you have seen this image before? How many of you have seen this image before? Okay, I'll tell you. So this photo basically is of three beautiful women, right? And now this photo, the women present in these photographs don't exist in reality. Okay, these women have been created by the algorithm on its own. Okay, so this is also a very interesting application of AI, basically. Okay, so let's look into one another example. So what I'm trying to, so I've shown you two examples over here, right, of AI. One example was of artificial intelligence generated models, and another example was of a robot which was doing Parker. Okay, so now let's look into next thing. How many of you have used the mobile app Savan? Okay, so you must have seen songs being recommended to you on the basis of the songs that you have already listened, right? So that also is a very good example of AI. Okay, because what we are doing over there is that an algorithm is basically learning from the songs that you have learned in the past, and it is then trying to recommend you the songs that you might like on the basis of the songs that you have already listened. You must have seen phone unlock, right? Face unlock. So a face unlock basically tries to recognize your face, right? That also is a very interesting example of AI and ML. Okay, you must have seen Google Voice, right? It is able to convert your voice into text in almost real time with almost absolute perfectness, right? That also is a very good example of AI. You must have seen Google Maps. That also is a very good example of AI. Okay, you must have seen driverless cars, right? Driverless cars basically are cars which can drive, which can basically take its decision on its own, right, without being explicitly coded to do so. That also is a very good example of like AI. So these are some examples of what AI and ML can do. Do you guys have any other examples as well that you could share with us? I just repeat it once again. Do you guys have any more examples of AI? Are you guys enjoying it? How many of you guys are enjoying these this webinar? Okay, Ashish Kumar is saying, uh, okay, so Ashish Kumar is saying Google Assistant. Okay, yes, Ashish Kumar, you are right. Google Assistant, as I also said, Google Voice are somewhat parent-child sort of technologies. Like Google Voice is a smaller technology. Google Assistant is a very big technology. Okay, so yes, that also is a very good example of AI and ML. Yeah. Okay. So Sai Ugandar is saying YouTube can be an example of AI. Yes, Ugandar. Once you see one video on YouTube, you are automatically recommended other videos on YouTube as well, right? That also is good example of how AI and ML can be used. So before we go ahead, so I want to ask you one more question. We have shown a graph of journey of engineering students on our screen, right? What do you guys understand from this graph? What do you guys understand from this graph? I'll wait for 10 seconds for any one answer to come up from all of you guys. Okay, so I'll tell you. So basically, this graph is saying that a typical engineering student spends 80% of their time on curriculum courses. Okay, they're spending more than 80% of their time. Okay, Rohit Kumar said college pattern. Yes, Rohit, somewhat like that. So what I'm trying to say here is that students are typically spending 80% of their time on curriculum courses, 10% of their time on projects, and 10% of their time on internships. Okay. So what is the problem in that? The problem over there is that when you go for interviews and when your resume is being read by any person who wants to give you a job, they are looking for this. They are looking for a pattern in which they are giving a lot of importance to your projects and internships. They're not really considered about your curriculum courses. Okay, they are much more considered about what projects and internships have you done. So so let's call this. So how many of how many guys like amongst you consider that you are spending more time on projects, or you are spending more time on curriculum courses? What do you guys think? What are you guys doing in your college? Spending more time on projects or spending more time on curriculum courses? I want an answer from all of you. Okay. So let me tell you. So a typical engineering student in India is spending most of their time on curriculum courses. They are not at all spending their time on projects and internships. Okay, and that is why most of the engineering students who are going and who are passing out from their colleges are not even able to get a very decent job, right? As AB call in the chat section is already is also saying that we are spending more time on curriculum courses, but you know what, that has to stop. You need to start spending more time on projects and internships, because that is the only way you can stand out when you are going for a job in the front of your recruiter, right? Where to learn all of these things? So the main question when arises, if you stop doing your curriculum courses, or if you want to spend more time on projects and internships, then a very important question becomes is that how do you learn all of these things? So for that, I would like to say that come to Ecovation. We are the one-stop destination to basically help you learn almost anything in your engineering, that whatever you want to know. Okay, and you must also understand that whatever initiative that has to be taken to learn something, it has to be taken from your end. No one is going to do it for you. Okay, because in the end, it is you who wants a job, right? Not someone else. Okay, and also you need to understand that you need to constantly keep yourself updated with the technology. So 10 years back, whatever languages that you were using, like Pascal or COBOL or whatever, are nowhere to be seen today, right? So now today, the age is of Node.js. Everyone is building their project on Node.js, right? So that is what you need to basically understand, that so whatever skills that you will be learning in anyways will be useful only for 4 to 5 years. After that, anyways, uh, they will be getting obsolete. Okay, but in your college you need to learn as many things as possible online, so that when you are going for your internship, your resume, and or even if you're going for a job, your resume is given the due importance. Rohit Kumar is saying that he's already enrolled in robotics course of Ecovation. Thank you, Rohit. Do tell about your experience to other people so that they also get motivated. So basically, what is the current scope of machine learning? So if you go on the various job portals right now, you will see that there are more than 10,000 openings for machine learning currently. Okay. The average salary package for each of these courses is at least, sorry, for each of these jobs is at least 8 lakhs per year. Okay, so there is a very big employment opportunity that you can basically tap into if you train yourself in machine learning right now. Okay, and if you have the right skills, then there are so many companies which are already willing to basically have people working for them. Okay, so if you have the right kind of skills, if you have done the right kind of projects, if you have done the right kind of internships, okay, then you can get placed like pretty much everywhere. Okay, so some examples of companies which are already working and hiring these AI engineers are like Uber, Flipkart, Snapdeal, Book My Show, Ola, Zomato, and Ecovation, of course, are basically the big players who are already hiring for AI. Okay, and these are in any case, these are very small number of examples that I've given over here. Okay, if you guys like basically Ecovation as such is connected with a lot of companies. More than 1,000 plus companies are connected with us, and they are constantly, and the students, our students are constantly like enrolling themselves in those universities as well. Okay, in those companies as well. So basically, if you are like becoming adequately skilled in machine learning, then there is a lot of opportunity that is available for you, and you will be able to make a decent living out of it. Okay, so now just like I would like to say that if you like once you make up your mind to learn ML and you want to come ahead and start learning, right, you should always choose Ecovation. There are basically four benefits of why you should join Ecovation. Number one is that you will be getting the conceptual clarity. So whatever concept that is involved at the core of your various skills, right, you will get a very good conceptual clarity on that. Secondly, you will be working on live projects, because most of the times whatever projects that we are making on in the college, those are very small or very stupid looking projects, right? But if you start working on live projects, these will be real projects given by the real companies, and then over there you can learn even better. Okay, and then this the third part is the mentorship. So basically, if you're enrolling in one of the courses of Ecovation, you will not have to search Google again after you graduate from that courses. Why? Because all your doubts will always be solved by the Ecovation assigned mentor, like inside the learning area. Okay, and the fourth and the most important part is that internships. So after the completion of your course, you can come ahead and you can come with us and you can do your internship. Okay, so internship either can be in Ecovation or it can be amongst the group of companies with which Ecovation has tied up. Okay, so if you're planning to enroll in many of these courses, you should definitely use the promo code eco webinar. That's ACKOWEBINAR, which will enable you to get a very exciting discount on whatever courses that you will be enrolling in. You must have received the same link on your email as well. Okay, so that is it from my side. Now I am taking doubts. So let me take up the first of all the first questions. I'm just looking for some questions from your end. Okay, Sanket Ambike is saying that do AI ML interrelated? If yes, then please guide us. So Ankit, if I think your topic was like very relevant, and you must have seen that we have already explained on what AI and ML are. Okay, basically ML is a subset of AI, or you can rather say that ML is one way of implementing AI. Okay, so and AI stands for artificial intelligence, and ML stands for machine learning. Okay, so let me check if there are more doubts as well. So Prabeen Nepal is saying that how you can get an internship in this field. So Prabeen, first of all, very necessary and very important thing for you to know is that you need to basically have a very thorough knowledge of your topic, whichever you're going to apply for. Okay, so basically, once you have the thorough knowledge of any subject that you're currently studying, your internship part shouldn't be very difficult. And also, one of the biggest benefits of joining Ecovation's courses is that after the graduation from Ecovation's courses, you will be getting an internship opportunity guaranteed. Okay. So, yeah, it's totally up to you now. Rohit Kumar is saying to know more about the computer science engineering. So, Rohit Kumar, what you can do is you can go to this blog site, engineering.ecovation.com, and you can definitely read up on like what exactly we are doing and who we are and what we do. Okay, so I think I have taken up all the questions. from your end? Are there any more questions from your end? Okay, so it seems the questions have been over. So, yeah, so guys, best of luck, and I hope you really enjoyed listening to this webinar. And yeah, and please use the promo code ECKOWEBINAR Eco Webinar to basically enroll in any of the courses which are being offered by Eckovation. Okay, best of luck, guys, and okay, Ashish Kumar is saying my question is there. Okay, Ashish, you are saying that suppose we learn these skills, but how to get into these companies, because most of the tech giants don't allow not non CS as like people. So Ashish, your case is very specific because like maybe you need to tell me that which institute is actually refusing your which company is actually refusing your candidature. From what my understanding has been, that most of the companies are okay with non-computer science people to work here as well. Okay, and the quality of project that they will be doing will not be affected, okay, on the basis of what they have studied in the college. Okay, so CS or non CS, it doesn't matter much. Okay, so if you think it does, then maybe you could tell us the name of some institutes which are doing that, and then maybe I can suggest you something better. Okay, but most of the times it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, for startups. Yeah, anything else, guys? Rohit Kumar is saying, I've learned C, C++. So, what's the next step in coding? So, Rohit Kumar, it really depends on your interest level. If you want to do something in data science, then you can go with Python. But if you, for example, not don't want to go into computers, yeah, yeah. I hope. So Rohit, yeah. So basically, what I was trying to say is that since you already know C and C++, it really depends on which section of programming do you want to get into. Yeah, on the basis of that, I can tell you that which is the next language that you should be learning. Okay. So yeah, anything else? So yeah, so guys, I think I've answered all of your questions and queries. So please feel free. Okay, so there one more question. Ankit Maurya, is scope of ML and AI affected by future technologies? Ankit, so yes, the future technologies are going to influence AI and ML, but I can assure you that it will be done in a like in a positive manner. So other technologies are not going to harm AI and ML; they are only going to make it more powerful. So Sanket Ambike is saying, tell us more about data analytics. So So, so basically, Sanket, so basically, whenever you are working at a larger scale, right, you have terabytes and petabytes of data being generated every day, right? So, for that, what do you basically need to do is that you need to either do an online course which can basically like tell you that, okay, this is the thing that needs to be done, and this is the thing that needs to be done. Okay. So Sanket, so regarding big data, right? So big data basically means that when you are having lots of data from a company, right, and you're trying to basically take up some information out of it, you're trying to draw a pattern, a conclusion out of that data, then you can call it big data analytics. And the reason we call it big data, because the big data analytics is generally done on huge piles of information like terabytes and petabytes kind of information. It is only over and above that that we are doing the big data analytics. Have I answered your question properly? So yeah, guys, anything else that you would like to ask? So guys, I just want to tell you that this there is a phone number that is mentioned on the screen. You can always get back to me on this phone number. Okay. You can use the promo code Eco Webinar to enroll in any of the courses. Like if you like want to enroll, and you can see all the list of all the courses on our main website, and you can choose whatever you want to like enroll into. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you maybe in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And if you guys enjoyed working on this webinar, then just send me an email saying that you guys liked it, because it helps me it helps keeping me motivated. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for your time. See you like soon next week.